Hello and welcome to round 2 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of June 26th. I'm Terry Morrow and I'm here with Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
Usually on this podcast we talk about parenting issues, but once a week Catherine and I like to get together to talk about parenting issues as they are portrayed in TV, movies, books, and other entertainment topics. Because it's nice to talk about something other than parenting for a change, and yet we never actually get to do it because we watch shows like Brothers and Sisters, in which we are now in season 2, and Primo, coming all too quickly, careening towards the end of season 1.
I know.
We thought there were 10 episodes. There are 8. And we are watching 5 and 6 for today's episode. Episode 5 is the Carnival, and episode 6 is the Candy Bar. And these were, as the preceding ones have been, just a delightful watch. Just a lot of fun. And both fun and enjoyable and easy to watch and makes you happy to watch it and also makes your family look a little better sometimes. So, I don't have any brothers and, we don't have any uncles close by, so our lives are pretty easy, but no, it's adorable the way they all interact with each other and how
it really is.
Personality is completely predictable and well followed through with. And,
right.
So for the Carnival, it's interesting that this comes up because I just this very week volunteered at a carnival and was amazed by the number of people that were there. I was like, It would never occur to me to come to this carnival. But there were families, there were people from the neighborhood that I don't think go to our church who came to the church carnival, and teenagers like crazy going on the little kiddie rides because they're cool, and then going on the ones that make me fear for their lives because that's what teenagers do, and just
trying to win a stuffed animal for their girl they have a crush on.
Exactly. So it was a very familiar scene. There was no plant sale at the Primo Carnival, as there was at our carnival, which was where I was. Selling flowers.
Because you're famously a plant person.
That's right. People would ask me for advice, and it's like, don't ask me. But
I'm just here to take your money.
This was my pitch, though. Some of our flowers were just $2, like a little tiny planter of flowers was $2. And I'm like, even if you're bad with plants, buy it. You're going to get $2 worth of enjoyment from it before it dies. You know, if it sits on your table for 3 days before it croaks, that's worth $2. It's pretty. Look how pretty. But
nice.
People wanted to be able to plant it in their gardens. Anyway, so the carnival was very fun. He mentions it in front of the girl he likes. Rafa, our sort of point of view character in this series, mentions it before in front of the girl he likes, and she agrees to go. And then it's like, is this a date or is this not a date? Tragically, he takes his Uncle Mike's advice on what to wear, and it would have been appropriate in, say, the 70s when I would have been going to carnivals. It would have been a very cool outfit. But for now, for a kid that age, though it doesn't get wet, and you can't hold on to him. So
that's right.
I guess those things.
It does have some advantages.
Yes, in a fight.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Disco looking. Very disco looking.
Extremely, yes. Yeah, and this is the one where Uncle Rolly is, of course, working at the carnival because
after having been bailed out of jail again
that morning. Yes, because he's that kind of guy, and Mike, Mike is worried that Rolly is that Rafa is sort of thinking that Rolly's pretty cool, so he urges Rolly to be a better role model, as it were. Yeah. Which leads to, a nice ending to this episode.
Yes. He, Maya, the girl that Rafa likes, drops her money and somebody takes it. And so they spend the whole time at the carnival trying to find this guy who has her money. And Rafa wants Rolly to go find the guy and beat him up and get the money back. But no, having this advice not to make Rafa be like you, he doesn't do it.
He refuses.
And so then Rafa goes, finds him and starts to beat the kid up, but he's, not his skill set, really. But they wind up, having no money to do anything and being very sad. But then Rolly leaves the carnival open for them after hours. Right. Turns all the rides back on. I don't think it really works that way. I don't think you can and then go on the rides and eat the funnel cakes. Who made those funnel cakes? Did they actually go make the funnel cakes? And who's going to clean up that mess they were making? But never mind.
Yeah.
It's a sitcom. It's adorable. It's great. Yes. And heartwarming. And, none of the kids gets arrested. The uncles get arrested. So it's fine. It's fine. And the guy in the jail cell trying to do the crossword puzzle and just putting in all names of weapons. There have been days. There have been days doing crossword puzzles where I thought, can I just put whatever I want? This is stupid. But that was funny.
I'm just going to use the word machete for every 8-letter word.
That's right. Why not? Mm-hmm. It's a work of art. You can do it any way you want. Anyway, so was there a secondary plot in that one? Or was it just mostly the carnival?
I think that was that the one with the bookshelf?
Yes, that was the one with the bookshelf. Mike and Jay knocked it down and didn't know how to put it back together in a way that would please Drea, so she tells Mondo to explain it to them, and he does sort of in his oblique way, and they... Right. Eventually figure out that each shelf has mementos of each of their pasts, including upsettingly teeth. And they put it back.
And not just baby teeth.
Yes, including teeth they knocked out of other people's mouths.
Out of other people's mouths in a fight. Fantastic.
That's very sweet. They do a lot of world building of them growing up on these episodes, which is very fun. Yeah. And then the second episode, anything else you want to say about that one?
No, I think we're good.
The second episode had the dual plots of...
Candy bar, stealing the candy bar.
Yes, Rafa and Miguel steal candy bars and have different punishments for that activity. Mm-hmm. And Ryan tries to get Jay to put his money in the bank, and... That is
because his system of keeping all his money in different coat pockets has some flaws.
Yes. His daughter buys how many $500 worth of choco?
$500 worth of choco tacos.
You have to be specific when you say take money out of the poncho, apparently.
Right.
But
also,
that was very fun.
It was the petty cash poncho that he told her to take out. Right. He should not have had $500 in petty cash
poncho. No, you have just enough for ice cream in there.
Right.
Man, manage your money. If you're going to manage it that way, manage it well. But I share his distrust of banks, but golly, I don't think I would want to have a whole bunch of jackets of cash in my closet. I would worry about that too. So they eventually come upon the compromise of a safe deposit box.
With all the coats stuff.
He doesn't just put the money in, he puts all the jackets
all
in
the
it.
Coats. Because it's a system. The checkered is for checking. Yeah. He can't commingle all of the money from the different coat pockets.
It's important. And he also ate about 50 lollipops in this scenario as well, while he was waiting for money to go back and forth.
Right, while poor Ryan was switching it from cash to various accounts and then converting it back to cash.
Adorable.
Yes.
And then the two boys stole the candy bars. One of them, apparently one of them got caught, and
which was Miguel. Mm-hmm.
And Drea made him spin the wheel of punishment because I guess he's sort of an honorary member of the family.
Right. Well, that was kind of the point of the...
Yes. And so he had to predictably move rocks from one place to another, and then from that place to another, and then from that place to another.
Right.
Because he didn't really think he was going to be done after the first time, right? Did he? He doesn't know.
And it was
Doesn't he
called
know her well enough by now?
Hot stone therapy.
That's right. But now I was thinking that Rafa's little walk with Mondo was also from the punishment wheel, because there was something on the punishment wheel that had Mondo's name on it. So I was expecting that was sort of his torture. And pick up the moldy bread and deal with chickens and eventually be talked into feeling guilty for things and torturing himself a little bit. But then he never did tell his mother the truth. So I don't know. I expected when they got back, she was going to say, did you enjoy your punishment? But anyway, I'm just going to keep that in my head that that's the case. Because otherwise he got off a little too easily, since it really was his fault in the first place.
He did apologize, but it was like...
Yes, he apologized to his friend, but...
His friend let him off easy for apologizing, basically.
Oh, well. I mean, gosh, you're going to steal a candy bar, at least eat it, guys. Come on. You want to make it disappear? I got a way. But,
don't just throw it.
Give it to me. I like candy. Yes. I hate to see food wasted in things.
I know.
Somebody found that candy bar and ate it, right, Catherine? It didn't just
I hope so, because it was hot, so it's going to melt fast. So someone needs to find it quickly.
I feel
Maybe
bad.
They should have had like a little tag at the end of Mondo being like, ooh, free candy bar.
Yes. I was expecting that too, that he would find it in the road or mention that he found a candy bar on the road. Come on, you guys.
Do we have to do everything?
Yeah, you're otherwise so adorable and well thought out. But I don't know. That episode, I think he needed to tell on himself, and that never happened. So
yeah, I was surprised that he
maybe in his college essay, he can talk about how he stole a candy bar once, because that'll show he comes from struggle, and then how he came about thinking about it and understanding what he had done.
Right.
I think that teacher would dig it.
I think she would.
Once he gets out of the hospital from the skateboard, the 3-person skateboard, you should give that a shot.
This episode didn't have any Maya in it, basically. Like, I think she was maybe hanging out at the store.
She blew her curfew, so she's probably...
Oh, right. She's grounded.
Yeah, she's in the basement somewhere. Or else she's moving hot rocks from one part of her yard to another, possibly.
That sounds like something a military dad might
require.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But it was very sweet, the scene between Drea and Miguel at the end, where she's,
She's basically like, you're part of the family, that's why you get punished.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was very nice.
She's clearly not getting at home.
Yeah. Yeah. I gave a little backstory to that kid, which we had not previously had, I don't think.
Right.
So, speaking of backstory, brothers and sisters, season 2, episode 10, the Feast of the Epiphany.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Nora, sweetheart. Nora, we need to talk about your family. If you like a guy, do not expose them to your family for as long as possible. He already knows Kitty. You don't need all the rest of them. What do you expect, sweetheart? The worst possible idea is, let's have dinner with everybody here.
Right.
What could possibly go wrong?
Although she does admit it's because she needs, strength in numbers.
I guess, but could she not just find 10 random strangers to invite over?
She needs to call up Margot Kidder and get her.
Oh yeah,
involved.
well that would be a disaster in a whole different way. I'm sorry you don't have friends, sweetheart. Yeah. But oh my goodness, was that a bad idea? But you know what? We cleared the air. We got rid of a bunch of stupid plot threads from the beginning of the season, and that's fine. But one by one, they go into the kitchen to argue about all their secrets.
Right.
And inevitably, after Tommy goes in there, Julia follows and hears that he slept with Lena, but instead of being, that's it, we're through, she goes, oh yeah, I slept with somebody also. So it's all good. That's the way it works, right?
No problem.
I was so worried, but you did it too. Okay. We're good. Let's go have dessert.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. At least that's... Well, except, let's see. Justin is still sleeping with Lena, which is going to be a problem. And Kevin is living with Scotty, but Jason is back, and they're going to have lunch, and that'll...
Just lunch. You know, Terry, just lunch. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Kitty wants to get pregnant immediately because, you know, a presidential campaign is a good time for that, right?
It's a good time. Definitely a good time.
But Robert has to confess that while he doesn't necessarily not want children, which we know he necessarily doesn't want children, but it's just right now. Just don't want them right now.
Right.
So that's at least out in the open. And he's still running for president because he handled his bad news spill better than his opponent,
right,
who has pulled out, which I would like to think that an abiding concern for how children with developmental disabilities are treated in schools would be the sort of thing that could make or break a presidential candidate. Mm-hmm. But this is fiction, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, he kind of went beyond how they're treated in school.
But that was what everybody was saying. He's voted against education.
Right, right.
I think, I don't know. It's bad. I don't know that it would be... I would like to think it would be ineligible for president bad. I'm not sure in the real world it would be. Yeah. Based on my own experience. Well, how much people with disabilities appear to be valued, I don't know.
Yeah. But also, all bets are off at this time in a way that they were not back in 2000, whatever, when Robert was supposedly running for president. Yeah. But yes, last week we were like, oh, he needs to, this plot line needs to be over. So the military, revelations that we're going to tank it. But no. He swept past that, and then his opponent had this issue, which surely it will come out that somebody was involved, that he knows, in getting that news out.
Well, bad news finds its way.
That's
right. The other.
And
maybe that guy who had the dirt on Robert also had the dirt on this guy, and he thought, well, if I can't get him, I'll get him.
That wouldn't be out of the question, would it?
So they're clearly setting up for Steven Weber and Sarah to be an item.
Right. And they're trying to convince us that Ken Olin is not a thing. That was just a red herring.
Yeah.
He needed some work.
That's all it is. Keep digging, Rebecca. Mm-hmm. You are rightfully suspicious. But what a mess. What a stupid mess.
Yes.
What a mess in which we have 2 bleeping seasons invested.
We can stop.
I'm just meaning it's like, I can't, no spoilers, but you kind of see where this is going, right?
Right.
Oh, well. So, anything else in this episode? I think just like a big long groan pretty much takes care of this episode.
Yes.
But at least, again, no family gathering like a Walker family gathering. Scotty is going to be so ticked when he found out what he missed.
He missed something good. He really did.
Yeah, paella and secrets. Come on, man. How can you have something else to
How can you turn that
work,
down,
man? Find somebody to take your shift.
Yep.
Wouldn't you wanted to be there for all of that? He could have gone and stood in the kitchen,
right,
somewhere. Anyway, so next week, I regret to inform you that Brothers and Sisters Season 2, Episode 11 is titled The Missionary Imposition.
Oh, boy.
And we will be watching the last 2 episodes of the first season of Primo. Aww. Season 1, Episode 7, The Recruitment Fair, and Season 1, Episode 8, What? And one of those episodes made my daughter cry. And she keeps asking me, did you watch those last 2 episodes yet? Did you watch them? Did you watch them? Did you watch them? So I wonder what's going to be going on there.
Yeah.
She loves it so much. She loved those episodes. And
I feel like it would not be hard for them to make me cry.
That's true. So, good luck to us with our tears, and good luck to them with hopefully getting a second season. And good luck to all of you, because that's going to be it for our round 2 today. Please subscribe to our Parenting Roundabout podcast so you won't miss any of our episodes. As always, you can find recaps, links, and an opportunity to comment on our website at parentingroundabout.com. Goodbye, Catherine.
Bye, Terry.
Goodbye, everybody.